I am now partnering, or partners actually, with a company out of France called Expo Metro. This is, and what happened specifically was just before the pandemic really got started. I had been working, he started out at Christie's, okay, in Paris as an art dealer. And then he left and he opened up his own brokerage firm, art brokerage. And then he came up with a concept called ArtQuid. And it was an online, and still is, an online art market for artists. And I happened onto this is like 18 years ago. I happened onto this site and I thought, okay, this is pretty cool. And, I just put up some artworks, never really expecting to maybe sell something, but a lot for marketing and public relations. And I was up there for years, and maybe 12, 13 years passed, and all of a sudden, I remembered that I had this site, and I started getting hits on it. People looking at your art gallery, and I thought, oh, I forgot about this. So lo and behold, I went back to the site, and I started playing around a little bit more. And then he came up with a new concept called Expo Metro, which he was sitting in a subway in Paris, and he looked at the billboards behind him, and he said, why don't I put up change advertising with art? And that was it. That was the concept. And so he did the first show in Paris, and I missed that one, I think, by like a day. I started getting the information would I like to participate, and it kind of didn't really get it until the second one, and then I grasped what he was doing, and I thought, this is really, really clever stuff. But it happened to be 2020 during the pandemic. And so for me, I thought, well, I don't have to go. I just have to submit the art and it's going to go up. So I thought this was a really cool way to continue to also have art shows, during the pandemic. Well, it went so well that I said, okay, I'm in. Now I'm in. And from there, we went out to Paris, and then I did Monte Carlo, Los Angeles, New York City. We just did the first digital billboard in Times Square of art. And I have to say, that was a beautiful and fascinating show, because the technology now, today, and this is just the past couple of months, I think the AI has really maybe changed the game with especially those digital billboards in Times Square, because you stand there and you're just kind of blown away with what's coming at you on the screen. So we had 593 artists from 60 countries participate on that billboard, and it really was something. And then for the second year in a row, we did something called the Art Train in Miami Beach. So instead of being on a digital billboard, we put them on mobile vehicles, but not digital, because the technology wasn't there like in New York City. But so we did Canvas instead, and it was very successful. So we've done our second year in a row this past December. Oh, in June last year, we did Barcelona. Barcelona in the Passage train station. It's called the Passage. It's a long passageway, which is literally like a mile or 2 miles long. And we took the passageway and just put art everywhere. And in this June, we're going to be in Amsterdam, at the Amsterdam train station, at the major train station in Amsterdam, which should really be fantastic. So I'm very, it's allowed me to be a part of exhibitions without having to go there and physically transport art. Of course, I always say when you're doing an art show, there's a lot involved with, setting up and doing all kinds of things. But I'm proud of the shows I've been able to do here. I mean, I've had the History Miami Museum, I've done the Art Deco Museum. I've had quite a few fascinating exhibitions, and I'm happy and proud with what I'm doing.